Trevor Jackson podcast.
I usually don't react to content like this, but I felt as if it was necessary right now because a lot of people are crashing out for content and they're using social media and YouTube and, you know, the algorithm, trying to trigger the algorithm so they can continue to make money and get streams and do all type of foolishness. But does Ray J need help? We got to talk about it, man, because y'all seen the antics, but a lot of people don't want to give an educational take on it. We seen him on Candace Owens with the transgender defending transgenderism and talking about the gagency and creating a reality TV show about LGBTQ behavior. It seems like Hollywood got him in a chokehold. We also seen him on Kai Cenat's stream upset that he couldn't take a shower with I Show Speed and Kai Cenat and the foolishness that he was spewing on that. As of recently, he was in the DMV. I think it was DC, Baltimore, somewhere. And Mario was promoting his new album, performing. Wale was there. He was performing. And he crashed out on a live in a strategic way, talking bad about them brothers and saying all type of crazy things about DC and they shouldn't have brought me here and didn't bring me out on stage and all of that old type of stuff. And at the same time, his sister is on tour with Monica, doing her thing, doing a phenomenal job with her creativity, trying to highlight herself. And her brother is spewing all of this foolishness. Before we get into this article, because he was arrested earlier this morning, you know, the day of Thanksgiving, allegedly, because I ain't trying to get no copyright strike or no, you know what I mean, defamation of character lawsuit or nothing. Before we get into that, just the day before this happened, he was ran at the DMV and he had this to say.
I'm just done being a turned up me. A lot of this shit is entertainment, and it backfired on me. And that's it. And I'm gonna keep telling DC I'm sorry because even though it wasn't aimed at DC and my words got mixed up, it just doesn't matter. I'm sorry DC for whatever y'all felt like I said. It wasn't even like that, and I swear to God, I ain't never said fuck DC. It was some niggas out there, or niggas in LA, or niggas in fucking you, whoever. I'm in DC, nigga. Now, come see me, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas like that. Nah, but see, MW, for real, it's gonna take a little more than just a quick I'm sorry. Because right now, if this was LA, just like it's DC, niggas wouldn't be able to come back out there. Just like right now, Quicksilver and them like, well, if you have something in Baltimore and DC, don't come back until you make it right.
A lot of individuals is saying that the things that he's going through, the things that he's dealing with, is karma for not protecting Whitney Houston, for him being Whitney Houston's boyfriend and she dying on the time that, when you a male, you supposed to be protecting a woman that you with. Ray J needs help, man. I hope this ain't karma, but people got a point by saying that. Let's get into the article because I really don't know what happened. You know, 8:47 a.m. Pacific time, law enforcement sources tell TMZ Ray J has been arrested and is currently in custody at a Los Angeles area jail. He was booked on a charge of making a criminal threat and his bail has been set at 50K. Ray J allegedly pulled a gun out on his wife, Princess Love, and threatened to kill a man during a completely unhinged live stream. He pulling straps out on live stream, so they got the evidence right there on stream. The whole world got the evidence, you know. And the whole incident was caught on video. The chaos erupted earlier Thursday morning when Ray went live from inside his home, immediately ranting that he was having the worst Thanksgiving in the effing world, claiming someone was trying to take his kids and that he was also being threatened. I ain't gonna put that imagery on the screen because I don't want to promote that. Things spiral instantly with Ray J appearing to snatch a handgun off the table and load the pistol, saying, if these niggas step foot close to this door, I'm going to blow this effing S away, bro. He storms off camera, and moments later, he's seen yelling at someone off screen, ordering them to get out of the house and accusing them of trespassing. Princess Love then walks in saying she's taking their kids. Wow. That's when everything blows up. Princess appeared to be holding their daughter. Melody accuses Ray of pointing a gun at her, repeatedly telling him, "You pointed a gun at us." As Ray fires back, saying she and her cousin are drunk. Princess clapped back, calling Ray a woman abuser. Seconds later, a woman and man enter. The man confronts Ray, which triggers an explosion, with Ray snapping, "I'll shoot you." The camera gets set down as the audio keeps rolling, and it sounds like Ray J continues threatening the man, shouting, "I'll," followed by, "Get out of my house before I, right now, I gotta on me." Crying from a child can be heard. As police sirens approach in the background from audio, it appears officers arrive and begin securing the scene, describing the home layout of their radios. It also sounds like Princess is speaking to an officer and explaining what happened. At one point, saying, "My son told me there was a gun on the table, but the audio is muffled." Law enforcement tell TMZ cops got a call around 4 a.m. to a residence in Porter Ranch. We're told to call. The call came in as possible domestic violence incident involving threats. Officers arrived, cleared the residence, and took the suspect in custody. We reached out to reps for Ray J and Princess Love. So far, no word back. Story developing. You know, to me, to be honest, it sounds like a toxic relationship, a toxic marriage, a toxic situation. They have been married and divorced 4 times since they've been together. I feel like this is going to be a violation. He's not going to be able to visit his children based upon this brandishing the firearm. If this goes, when this goes to court, not no if, because he was arrested. When this goes to court, he's going to lose visitation of seeing his children. Real talk. You know, everywhere Ray J is at the moment, it's some sort of toxic incidents going on, some sort of conflict, some sort of engagement that is not healthy. And people seem to think this is cool because it's content. And his manager is Whack 100, someone who always promotes toxic content. I feel like, Ray J need help. That's all I'm gonna say. Princess Love reacted. She got on her camera and had this to say.
I just want to say, I've been doing a really great job at protecting my peace and staying off of social media and just going to work, taking care of my kids, minding my business. I love my kids, and I would never do anything to put them in danger, including leaving them with a man who's waving a gun around. I would never do anything to put my kids' lives in danger. I'm the best mother, and I do it alone. I take my kids to school alone. I go to parent-teacher conferences alone. I put them to bed alone, while you're out here running around the world terrorizing women and abusing women. What I'm not about to do is let you deflect and not take accountability for your actions, for pulling a gun out on me and my cousin's husband because I was trying to take my kids and leave your house. I agreed to come over there and cook for Thanksgiving because I wanted you to be around your kids with me present, because the last time I left them with you, they found you naked in a bed with a woman. And when I tried to ask you about it, you told me to myself and that I don't run shit over there. So take accountability, Ray. Do better. Check yourself into rehab, because you're more than drunk. You're not about to sit here and try and make me look crazy when I am the best mother. Since the day my kids were born, I have been the best mother, and I'll take that because I am. Everything I do for my kids, including being around you. when I don't want to or have to. It's crazy. I'm going to continue to pray for you and pray that you get the help that you need.
You know, enough was said. I ain't got to continue to play it. Um, right now in this country, you know, it's always a divide based upon race. It's always a divide based upon politics, religion. Now it's becoming a point to where it's a divide based upon sex, the woman versus the man. You know, I don't like it neither because I feel like some of the the best periods in my life is having an agreement with my wife and just being happy and being in her presence, and we not wanting anything from each other. We just want to be in each other's presence and enjoying each other's space and each other's time. And that was some of the that is and has been and will continue to be some of the best times of my life. But she said some things that really stuck out to me. You know, she said the last time she left you alone with the children, you was naked. They found you naked in bed with a woman. And she also said that he's more than drunk. So she's assuming that he is taking more substances than just drinking alcohol and smoking weed. And I feel like, you know, Ray J needs help. I don't like to talk about things like this on my platform because it's a toxic situation and I don't like to embrace toxicity. But, you know, I feel like people can learn from this. You know, once you get into the entertainment industry, that clout, that content that people view as content, so they can continue to remain relevant or continue to be talked about, it might not be in your best interest, dog. Real talk. Hey, let's further this discussion in the comment section below. I appreciate y'all, man. Every time y'all tune into my show, hit the like button, hit the hype button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all, man. Peace, love, plenty of abundance. Make sure you go get you some money, and I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.